It's always better to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to WordPress security. Setting up your site with strong security tools and features means you can avoid a costly and stressful security breach in the future. A firewall is a perfect way to do this. Web application firewalls, or WAF, like the ones we get from WordPress security plugins, are a form of application layer filters. Their sole focus is on protecting the server and the WordPress installation. They do this by acting as a sort of proxy server, stopping requests from reaching your server altogether if that request poses a threat. Let's talk about a few different kinds of firewalls. The first kind of firewall to be aware of is a cloud-based firewall, or a DNS-level firewall. This type of WordPress firewall routes traffic through a cloud proxy server. Because it works outside of your server, it can help to improve performance too. Think of the process like this. Someone attempts to visit your website. Before they get anywhere, the DNS-level firewall stops them. Like a bouncer at a club, it checks the user's ID and any history that they have with being kicked out or blacklisted. Then, it grants or denies entry accordingly. Depending on how many threats hit your website per day, this could spare your server a lot of time with handling unnecessary HTTPS requests. This type of WordPress firewall works as a filter for traffic once they've touched down on your WordPress site. In this case, the visitor would have received the requested files from the server, but before everything has a chance to load, the firewall gets to work. It compares the visitor's data against its rules and determines whether or not they need to be kicked out. A common WAF protection technique is to check the HTTP request that comes in against an existing database. If that request doesn't appear malicious based on the information the firewall has, the request is let through. A zero-day WordPress vulnerability might mean that the firewall maybe doesn't have enough information to block the attack since the vulnerability is so new. For this reason, you should rely on vendor responsiveness and reliable software in addition to your firewall. Check reliable sources like the WordFence blog to learn about vulnerabilities before updating software. Remember, no one tool can do it all. The more security measures you have in place, the safer your site is. So, which option should you choose for your site? It depends. And also, remember, you can use more than one firewall at once and more than one type. You should test thoroughly to make sure they don't conflict with each other, but layering up, not a bad idea. If the cloud-based firewall sounds like the best option for you, look into Sucuri, MaxCDN, and Cloudflare. Visit their websites and weigh the costs and features against each other. Cloud-based firewalls can offer you a wide spectrum of traffic, as well as protect against DDoS attacks. If you prefer an endpoint firewall, WordFence is a fantastic option for WordPress websites. This one runs on WordPress itself, installed in the form of a plugin. Endpoint software is great because it understands how the software works and can be more nuanced regarding whether visitors are authenticated or not. They tend to be slightly more reliable, since they can result in fewer false positives and are better at blocking advanced attacks. They can act as an intrusion detection and prevention system. If this video solved your problem, please let us know by leaving a comment, liking this video, and subscribing to this channel. And look out for new WordPress tutorial videos every single Tuesday.